I want to tell you guys about a time where I had no idea that I was being groomed. This one is wild because when we typically talk about grooming, we only talk about it with regards to younger girls and predatory older men. Okay, but in my case, it was a partner, older, but still kind of close ish in age. Specifically, I had been groomed and I didn't yet understand or possess the language to call myself out on my own BS and how I allowed the cycle to keep going. So, long story short, I found myself being systematically gaslit anytime I asked a question that aligned with my boundaries. My boundaries were simple. They were that I wanted details, dates or times, and organization so that I could understand our wins as a couple. And I'm gonna get into that next. Wins is pretty simple. When we'd have the time to go out on dates, what his schedule was, so I could assure that it aligned with mine and didn't overpower mine. Ask things like when the bills were due so that I could organize the finances. Nothing too big, y'all. So the more I empower myself through speaking up, the more I got stonewalled or gaslit, passive aggressively hounded that I was worrying too much or being problematic, naggy even, by asking for this type of security and respect if we be managing a household together. Eventually, after some time of being with this partner, I was worn down to the point where I stopped asking questions. I stopped seeking organization, which was very important to me, almost even drowning and suffocated in my unfulfilled needs. The lack of respect for my boundaries on his part and my eroded self esteem and respect echoed through the halls of our once warm feeling home. Y'all, a couple of birthdays went by. I grew to desire more for myself, so much so that I started to seek growth and self development practices, as she should. You feel me? That's how I built the language and the understanding that I had been groomed to stay silent. I didn't lose my voice. I was simply finessed out of it, coaxed into being quiet, and conditioned to comply.